Hello and welcome. This video will cover an introduction to cloud computing. What does cloud computing mean to you? Take a moment, think what cloud computing means to you, and write a short sentence. Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of compute power, database, storage, applications, and other IT resources via the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. These resources run on server computers that are located in large data centers in different locations around the world. When you use a cloud service provider like AWS, you are using the computers owned by that service provider. These resources can be used together like building blocks to manufacture solutions that will help you meet your business goals and satisfy technology requirements. Cloud computing enables you to stop thinking of your infrastructure as hardware. Instead, think of it as software. But what does that mean? In the traditional compute model, infrastructure is thought of as hardware. Hardware solutions are physical, which means they require space, staff to maintain it, physical security, planning, and a capital expense. In addition to significant upfront investments, another prohibitive aspect of traditional computing is the long hardware procurement cycle that involves acquiring, provisioning, and maintaining on-premises infrastructure. With a hardware solution, you must ask if there's enough resource capacity or sufficient storage to meet your needs. And you provision capacity guessing theoretical maximum peaks. If you don't meet your projected maximum peak, then you pay for expensive resources that stay idle and don't render you any benefit. If you exceed your projected maximum peak, then you don't have sufficient capacity to meet your needs, and your customers do not receive the service that they desire. If your needs change, then you must spend the time, effort, and money required to implement a new solution. For example, if you wanted to provision a new website, you will have to go out and buy the hardware, rack, and stack it, put it in a data center, then manage it, or have someone else manage it. This approach is very expensive and time-consuming. By contrast, cloud computing enables you to think of your infrastructure as software. Software solutions are flexible. It means that you can select cloud services that best match your needs, provision them, and terminate their use based on your demand. You also pay only for what you use, when you use it. You can scale resources up and down in an automated fashion as a way to expand and contract your deployment in order to meet your customer demand. With the cloud computing model, you can treat resources as temporary and disposable. The flexibility that cloud computing offers allows businesses to implement new solutions quickly with very low upfront cost. Compared to hardware solutions, software solutions can change much more quickly, easily, and cost-effectively. Cloud computing helps developers and IT departments avoid undifferentiated heavy lifting work like procurement, maintenance, and capacity planning. They also enable you to focus on what matters most, which is your business and its improvement and evolution. As cloud computing has grown in popularity, several different service models and deployment strategies have emerged. This will help you meet your specific needs for different users. Each type of cloud service model and deployment strategy provides you with a different level of control, a different level of flexibility, and management. Understanding these differences between these cloud service models and deployment strategies can help you decide what set of services is right for your needs. There are three main cloud service models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Each model represents a different part of the cloud computing stack and gives you a different level of control over your IT resources. First, infrastructure as a service are the basic building blocks for your cloud information technology and typically provide you with access to networking features, computers, whether it's virtual or dedicated, and provide storage space. Infrastructure as a service provides you with the highest level of flexibility and control over your IT resources. It is most similar to your existing implementation that many IT departments and developers are familiar with today. Platform as a service removes the need for you to manage the underlying infrastructure. Usually this relates to the hardware and operating system. It does it through automation and allows you to focus on the deployment and management of your applications as opposed to the provisioning. Software as a service provides you with a complete product that is run and managed by the service provider. In most cases, software as a service refers to end user applications. With software as a service, you do not have to think about how the service is maintained or how the underlying infrastructure is managed. You only need to think about how you will use that particular piece of software. A common example of software as a service is a web-based email application where you can send and receive email without having to manage the server, the email product, or maintaining the operating system in that email system. There are three main cloud computing deployment models. Each of these represent the cloud environment that your applications can be deployed in. A cloud-based application is fully deployed in the cloud in the all-in-the-cloud type of implementation. All parts of your application will be running in the cloud. Applications in the cloud have either been created in the cloud or have been migrated from an existing infrastructure. To take advantages of the benefits of cloud computing, your applications then can be built on low-level infrastructure pieces, or you can use higher-level services that provide abstraction from the management, architecting, and scaling requirements of your core infrastructure. In a hybrid implementation, the deployment is such a way that to connect your existing infrastructure and applications to a cloud-based set resources. They're not located in the cloud. They're located in your physical facilities. The most common of this hybrid deployment is between cloud and existing on-premises. This extends and grows your implementation while connecting cloud resources to your internal systems. Finally, on-premises. Deploying resources on-premises use virtualization and resource management tools, sometimes called private cloud. While on-premises deployment does not provide many of the benefits of cloud computing, it is sometimes sought for its ability to provide dedicated resources. In most cases, the deployment model is the same as a legacy information technology infrastructure, while using application management and virtualization technologies to try and increase resource utilization. There are many similarities between AWS and a traditional IT implementation. First, AWS security groups and network access control lists are similar to firewalls. AWS identity and access management is similar to user provisioning and access control list. Elastic Load Balancing and Amazon Virtual Private Cloud represent your cloud networking infrastructure, which compares to routers, network pipelines, and switches. Amazon Machine Images are used to initialize Amazon EC2 instances. They're similar to your on-premise virtual servers. Amazon Elastic Block Store represents a hard disk that attaches to your virtual machines and is equivalent to a direct attached storage. Amazon Elastic File System also attaches to your virtual machines, but it represents a traditional storage area network. Amazon Simple Storage Service, or S3, provides the ability for you to store files using the internet and is similar to network-attached storage. Finally, Amazon Relational Database Service is the equivalent to your physical relational database management system. So pretty much everything you will want to do with a traditional data center is available with AWS. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video where you will learn about the advantages of cloud computing.